Hello friends, welcome to new tutorial of After Effects. Today we'll create a animation which is basically rearranging of text. Let's start the tutorial. First click on this new composition. You can keep all these settings. I'm keeping it as 1920 by 1080px and frame rate is 24. So once you have this frame, we can start typing any text. So maybe animation, and you can align it from align tab. Can decrease the font size. You can set this font size as per your liking. I am using Montserrat Black. And then once you have this text, just duplicate it few times. So Control plus D in Windows, and similarly corresponding keys in Mac. Now select any of this text and just type rotation, and you'll get to see this value. So in this, you can set this value to maybe 23 and go to second text, and then there again look for rotation and increase that rotation value to somewhere around 52. And for third one, again search for rotation and change its value to minus 25 or 27, something like this. So once you have all this ready, just create a keyframe for all in the start. So I'm clicking on this stopwatch for creating a keyframe. Similarly for animation 2, search for rotation and add a keyframe. And for first text, again search for rotation and add a keyframe. So once we have these keyframes here, go few frames ahead and then change this value to 0 for all the three text. Now if you'll see this animation, it's like this. One more thing what you can do is go to the start position and add a positional keyframe. So select any of the text and press P. This will open your position tab. Add a keyframe here and again go to second text, open its position and add a keyframe, and for third also go to its position by pressing P and add a keyframe. Now just move a bit and select all the text and click on U or press U. This will open all the keyframes, and wherever the previous rotational position is ending, it's ending here. Here we will add a keyframe. So click on this diamond icon. That will add a keyframe for all. You need to select all the three text and then click on this diamond icon. So once you have this positioned here, then what you can do is you can just go back to this, move this, select any of the text position value and move these two parameters. So if you see, this is X and this is Y. X moves in left and right direction and Y is for top and bottom. So I'm moving randomly for all the three. So for animation 3, I'm moving it to left. For second value, maybe we can move Y position. And for first text, maybe again we can move it to any other direction. And now if you'll see this animation, it's like converging from some other directions. Once it comes here, this is what we basically need. So once we have this set here, another important thing we have to do is we have to mask these texts. So before doing that, just around this, we can select any of this text. So I'm selecting this first text, and you can take any of these shapes. I'm taking square, and then just see on cursor you'll get this dot, white area and dot. That means it's going to mask. So I am just masking this particular text. So if you see, if you want, you can just keep this particular thing isolated, and you can move this to that particular area. So I'm moving this shape to somewhere here. This is our first text. I'm just masking N and I. And you can take another shape and mask any other alphabet, or maybe yeah, we can do this also. We can take A and T, or maybe T and I. I think A and T is better. Yeah. So now maybe you can use pen tool for next mask. We have taken NI and AT from here. Let's take other text from the other sections. So for this, I'll just hide the other things and also lock these two, then it will not interfere. And then we can select this second animation, and from here we'll take A. So I'm just masking it. We have A, we have NI and AT from previous one. So let's take M. M is somewhere here. Yeah. So I'll just align it. Okay. So we have A, NI, M and AT. So now we just need ION. So maybe we can take I and ON from the third text. So let's lock these two layers and then move to our third text. I'll hide this and go to this one. And now here, select the third text, and then what we need is we'll need this ION. So maybe we can just click somewhere here, take it inside this and close it here. So now we have all these masks ready with us. If you want, you can have a look at it. Let me unhide everything. I'll click somewhere outside. Yeah. So now if I'll play this, it's coming like this. So if you want this faster, what you can do is you can select these keyframes. Just select all this text and just press U. That will reveal all the keyframes. And just select all the keyframes on the right hand side and just move it slightly inside. Let's see the effect. Yeah, this is fine. If you still want it much more faster, then what you can do is just select all the keyframes, press F9 to ease in, and then just click on Graph Editor. You'll see this kind of frame. If you don't see like this, then just change it to feed graph. And then what you can do is select this cursor in case if you are not on the selection tool, and select the If this is too small to see, then just increase the graph display by zooming in from here, and then you'll see these handles. Just increase this handle value. Be careful, select all of them together, and then you'll get to see this handle again. Once you get this kind of alignment, then take this on left hand sides, take the handle on left hand side and move it on the, select all the points on left hand side and then move it somewhere here on left. So now what will happen, it will start quickly and then smoothly come down. Once we have our animation, what we can do is we can add some dynamic aspect to it. So maybe we can reverse this totally. Let us select all the keyframes. Let's select all the text and I'm clicking this graph editor to go back to our layers, and here select all the text and press U. You'll get to see all these keyframes. Then just select all keyframes and right click on it. Go to keyframe assistant and click on time reverse keyframes. Now what this will do is it will start with proper text and then it will move around. So what we can do is we'll show some kind of a object is coming and hitting this, which is making this text to move around. So let's create a shape. Before this, just deselect all by going to edit and deselect all, and then you can select this shape. In case if you are not able to see this kind of a star next to cursor, just click from here. This is tool to create shape. In case if you are in mask, just click on this, and before that just deselect everything, so then you'll not see this kind of a mask around this cursor. So now you have this shape layer active. Just create a square. You'll get to see this shape layer. You can keep it as it is, even if you don't change stroke or shape fill, that's fine, because we are anyways going to get this kind of a block. So once you have this, you just have to move this from down to top, and to do that, position, that is P, select this main shape, press on this stopwatch, so it will add a keyframe, and then move few frames close to this where the movement will happen, and here move the Y position to top somewhere here. See it, just see it's very close to this text, and this is what we want. Once it gets somewhere here, then what you can do is you can see this, it shows that the text is being hit and it's falling down. So we can take the initial position to even further down by moving its Y position in the first frame and taking this block totally outside. And now if you'll see, this block is coming here, and once it hits this text, the text will disappear. So what else we can do is once it hits this text, we can take it slightly behind. So maybe here when the text animates, at that time we can move the block down. So we'll just select this shape layer again take the Y value slightly down. Before doing that, move this few frames ahead and then take it slightly down. And now if you'll see this is moving, this is hitting the text, and block is also moving slightly down. If you want it to have some more motion, you can move this even further ahead, so then it will slowly come down. Now let's see. Here if you see, this 80 is falling down, so instead of that we can push it towards the other area. So for that, what we can do is we can select the text which has this, that is I think first one, yeah, and then maybe at this position in this line we'll move the rotation to something like this, and its position to something like this. And let's play overall animation now. It's moving too fast, so we'll reduce the speed by selecting everything. Select all the keyframes from animation text, go to graph editor, and just reduce this. Select all the keyframes and then reduce this to something like this. And now let's see how it shows. Yeah, this is fine. So now again go back to layers, and now if you'll see this is looking much better. So if you want to end this here, maybe we can go to this frame around 30 and then just press N. So that will crop this particular area, and everything will set till here. So timeline and work area becomes this much only. So let's play. So this is how you can create this kind of an animation. I hope you liked this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching.